anybody have any idea what exit this is?
Welcome to episode 3 of Jack's Corner. Today we're going to talk about a dumpster fire that's the Teen Titans Go ThunderCats Roar crossover!
Yo.
I'm Random Harry.
Jacob, calm down.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to get everyone hyped because every other episode I've done I've been mellow. I've been waiting for this.
Wait, I've only seen episode 1 so far. I've only seen the Onward episode.
Yeah, that's my most popular, unless the 0th episode did better traction.
Unlike Yo Grayson, I am the biggest fan of Jack's Corner because I have seen every episode and have given it its first like.
Wow, you're a true fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
If only Jacob would notice me.
I noticed you,
I bet.
Huey.
Not you, Jacob. I'm talking about the Jacob on Jack's Corner.
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's a lot mellower than me. Anyway, with me today are Grayson and Random from the podcast thing.
Hi, Nessie.
Hi.
So today's topic, Teen Titans Go episode Teen Titans Roar, which Random, you actually told us about months before it dropped.
Actually, almost a year. Yeah.
And I was a firm believer that this would happen because there was no way this could be a hoax. Teen Titans Go would totally do something like this.
I mean, it was bound to happen at any point.
Yeah.
So the main reason why I knew this was happening because I actually know someone who works at Warner Brothers and they told me they were working on this thing. So when people thought ThunderCats Roar wasn't going to happen, I just have that knowledge that they're doing this crossover made me know that ThunderCats Roar was going to come out eventually.
And it did, and everyone got pissed, unless you were one of those toonies that defended it for God knows what reason.
Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. Do you know when people defend ThunderCats Roar because they want to own those man babies who hate on the art style?
Yeah.
They're the same people who hate on Big Mouth because they hate its art style.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you guys, I was actually kind of a ThunderCats Roar defender when it came out because I thought this was going to be another Teen Titans Go scenario, but no, this show's just really boring.
I think the animation itself looks really nice in places, but other than that, the show's pretty disposable compared to the 2011 ThunderCats.
With the animation I've seen, I feel like it isn't really staged well in the storyboarding phase, so there's not a lot they can do with the animation, so it's a lot of just head and neck shots that are up close.
Yeah, you want to know what show has really good staging?
What?
The show that you worked on, Ballmasters 9009.
Oh yeah! That show's great.
And while I'm at it, if you guys want an action comedy cartoon done right, just go watch Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, watch Glitch Tech, Ed.
Oh yeah, I've seen Glitch Text, and y'all definitely should watch it. So, this episode actually came out on Friday. Not what we're recording, but the Teen Titans episode came out last Friday, so basically the plot is the Teen Titans are excited for the new ThunderCats reboot. They basically paired a bunch of complaints that spread around Twitter, ooh, the art style's bad. It was all drawn by vegans. Their mouths are bean-shaped. Yes, they literally say bean mouth.
I literally sighed throughout the whole time I heard all this stuff.
I didn't actually watch the special because I knew it was going to be written.
The only Titan that likes it is Starfire because I guess she's the best written, or she's the one that's been changed the least from her original incarnation. The Titans then write a petition, or they make a petition, get a bunch of angry nerds to sign it, and they literally send it to Warner Brothers Animation. It gets rejected. Basically tells them, lol, fuck off. The best joke in that episode was, included with the rejection slip was a drawing of Bugs Bunny's face. So, Raven teleports them to ThunderCats Roar World. They show stock footage from the Mumra fight from the first episode.
The first episode of Roar?
Yeah, of Roar. Oh, I also forgot to mention, near the beginning when the Titans are talking about how awesome the 80s show was, a bunch of out of context screenshots are shown behind of them. Just random stuff that happened in the 80s show.
Yeah, because they're definitely showing those man babies.
Yeah, no, listen, here's the thing. The original ThunderCats isn't good, so, I don't care that the reboot sucks, because the original sucks too.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with, ThunderCats.
Literally no one actually likes ThunderCats that I've ever met except for my cousin Gino, who has a fucking tattoo of the Sword of Omens, the crystal, on his shoulder.
To me, it just sounds so passive-aggressive that they're, trying to knock down fans of the 80s show who aren't really content with newer, kiddier I guess,
Okay,
comedy
most
show.
most people who fucking complained about ThunderCats Roar are like in their fucking 40s and don't actually care and don't actually watch any other modern cartoons that aren't reboots of shit from the 80s. And whenever there's a reboot of something from the 80s, they get angry because, ooh, nostalgia, but they don't care. Like, they're not even the kind of millennials that have kids, usually. They don't have kids, they don't watch cartoons, they don't actually care, they just go grrr reboot on Twitter for like 20 seconds.
Yeah, they're basically Lenny Baxter from Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, that's...
And that's basically what this episode is like making fun of. But my problem is that it's so fucking predictable.
I felt like the way they handled it, it's like when Chris Chan like tries to own the trolls, but instead of like calling out the trolls, he ends up making a bigger ass of himself.
This episode felt like a courtesy ha-me-ha.
So, okay, after arriving in Roarland, the Thundercats and Titans have a brief skirmish in which the Thundercats easily hand the Titans their asses because Go Teen Titans are incompetent, lazy superheroes.
They've actually been shown to be pretty good and efficient at crime fighting at times.
It's one of those times where it's like, well, they're fucking
Very
useless.
inconsistent.
And then like they talk about, oh man, I guess we were wrong, Starfire was right and something. And then Lion-O, 80s Lion-O, comes from the heavens. He talks about how he's been shown that ThunderCats Roar is a worthy successor. Anyone that doesn't agree has a poop mouth with poop opinions.
And on the show, is that a direct quote?
Oh yeah, like that clip has actually been going viral.
That's big soy energy.
And it's obviously supposed to be a joke, like that whole, well, that and also the ending sequence are jokes, but the way they come off just feels, you could either look at it as being like making fun of the haters or just like egging them on.
No one who is a part of this debate actually cares about anything.
They really don't. They're like, Lion-O says that spiel. We cut to this cave where like, with 80s Snarf, 2011 Lion-O, and the skeleton of 80s Panthro.
Whoa. Wait, so Panthro's dead? Like, in canon?
Some people thought that it was a jab at 80s Panthro's voice actor dying a few years ago.
Okay,
I don't know.
I
I thought that was a stretch.
Yeah, that's a big stretch, because, like, it's dumb. You're dumb if you think that.
Yeah, I think like 2011 Lion-O was there because just to like make fun of the fact that no one watched the 2011 reboot. Like, it was poorly advertised. Well, they hyped up the premiere, but after that they just dumped it on Saturday mornings.
I didn't even watch it when it aired. I watched it years later on Toonami next to Bionic Titan.
Yeah. And then they dropped both shows from network TV.
I remember when both those shows were airing, Symbiotic Titan and ThunderCats Roar, so...
Is Bionic Titan still on Netflix?
I think it is.
I think it is because, like, I binged it again, like, a while ago. Because when they both came out, they came on at, like, weird times, like, really, like, late in the day, and even on, like, weekdays.
For a time, they had their action cartoons on Friday nights, but I think Symbiotic Titan aired on Wednesdays, while ThunderCats, the reboot, moved to Saturdays.
Because of this whole changing in the schedule for ThunderCats 2011 was the reason why I dropped the show after, like, 3 episodes.
Another thing I haven't brought up is that in Roar, their personality traits really haven't been defined until like a few episodes in, and I learned this from like Pan's video. Like, you remember like how he brought up how Tigra a few episodes in just was like the bookworm?
I think so, yeah.
They also don't do anything with man-child Lion-O angle, with the fact that like Lion-O in the original ThunderCats origin is like a kid that gets transformed into an adult man.
They did in the two-parter because like he's basically the focus of it, and it's just really annoying.
Well, yeah, but then they dropped it immediately.
Oh my god.
Do nothing like real or interesting with it, is what I'm saying.
You know what, I'm just gonna like compare this to the Powerpuff Girls reboot crossover they did, which I think was much better than like this Teen Titans Roar, because that was more of a crossover, whereas like the last half of it, the crossover between the Thundercats and the Teen Titans actually happens. You guys remember TTGV PPG?
Yeah, that was honestly a really funny crossover. It wasn't anything to write home about, but it was way better than Powerpuff Girls was.
Which isn't really a high bar to reach.
It was also good for the standards of Teen Titans Go, like, which is usually a pretty meh show, in my opinion. Like, it doesn't really make me laugh that much, or like, it doesn't do a lot to make me think it's clever, but there was some really funny writing in the episode, and they had better designs of the Powerpuff Girls in that episode of Teen Titans Go than in the entire actual 2016 read, because they actually had thick outlines, which is like very important for those character designs.
It honestly feels like they wanted to bring up the Powerpuff Girls more genuinely in that, whereas like in Teen Titans Roar, it just felt like, well, people are shitting on Thundercats, might as well like do something about it.
Yeah.
It felt half-hearted. Random, what do you think of the Teen Titans Go Powerpuff Girls crossover?
I've been pretty quiet because I didn't really watch it.
It's a shame. It's probably like the best crossover out of these two.
I've been hearing that, but I think I was just too lazy to watch it.
I want to like apologize to everyone that we kind of just like lost steam on this topic, because there's not really much else I can say. This crossover sucks. I don't know,
This crossover sucks. ThunderCats Roar is like disposable at best, and Teen Titans Go could be better.
Teen Titans Go should probably end soon. It's run out of steam.
Yeah, I think like Teen Titans Go has gone long enough with what it has.
Yeah, it's gone a lot longer than a lot of the other cartoons of its generation. Like, it breaks my heart that OKKO didn't have the kind of popularity that Teen Titans Go had.
I think mainly because of like not a lot of people are watching TV anymore.
Yeah, like and I think that's really a tragedy. But then again, episodic TV shows are making a comeback due to the success of like The Mandalorian and stuff, and episodic like action comedy series are becoming more of a thing again now with like Rise of the TMNT, Glitch X, and kind of Owl House, but not really. Owl House isn't really an action series, it's more just like a dark fantasy. Almost like kind of Over the Garden Wall, Gravity Falls vibe.
Okay, so is that all the time we have left? I think it is. Okay, final words from you guys.
I guess like my last words for like this whole Thundercats Teen Titans Go crossover is you should focus more on like your own shows and not what other people think.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been Jack's Corner, episode 3. I want to thank Grayson and Random for putting up with my stammering this whole time. Hope it wasn't a bother to the listening audience as well. Next time, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, buddy.
Just pull over in this filling station. The standard. Many crews try to set it, but they must be overdosing on that local anesthetic. I started out by giving DJs a little credit, so I'ma step back so they can step up and shred it. I did it. We living in a place of more transplant.